I'm so confused this week. What is even happening?
Nah.
Hello, little internet folkies. Today I wanted to talk about growing up, because we all grow up. Every day of our lives we have a point where we realise we've grown up, and in a way it makes me sad because, I don't know, it was nice being a child and not having a care in the world, but it's also quite nice to grow up. We might realise we grew up when the ones we once liked aren't the ones we like now because they grew up as well. Maybe we changed so that a person that once loved us isn't in love with us anymore. You grow up when you realise that it's okay to say your opinion because it is what matters. You realise that we grew up when we look at a picture of us and realise how small and little we were back then. Even if it's just a year ago, we just realise the difference. We just see that we changed, and it can be positive, it can be negative. For me, growing up is actually taking responsibility, and this is something we all kind of need to take. And I know it's hard because it's still hard for me to kind of take responsibility for what I do, but it's a part of growing up. We all know we change and we all know things happen, but I think if you can kind of still keep your inner child alive, everything's fine. Because if you know how to act in front of people who are a bit serious, it's okay, you know, just as long as you don't lose yourself in the way of growing up, everything is fine. I think growing up and still being a child are two completely different things, and you can be grown up and still kind of a child inside. No one said that isn't possible. So I think we all should kind of try not to be that afraid of growing up. Also, part of growing up is actually trying to find out what you feel for a person before you are getting their hopes up, or maybe before you get too attached to that person. I think growing up is just basically knowing what you want and what you don't, taking responsibility for the stuff you do want or don't, and just being yourself. And I think just not losing yourself is the most important part of this, you know. I know I'm not that much of a grown-up since I'm only 18, but I think I'm starting to actually learn what it means to be a grown-up, and it's just, we don't really have a choice, I think. I'm sorry if this video is kind of short and weird and doesn't even make sense, because I'm basically not myself this week. I don't know what's wrong with me, but I just feel not like myself, and I need to work on that actually. It would be super, super lovely if you subscribe. If you don't want to, you don't need to. I don't want to push you into doing that. Have a great life. I will see you next week. I love you all. Bye!